Today we've got a crazy entitled parent story where somebody seriously contemplates calling CPS. We'll get into that in a bit, but first, this entitled dad made fun of my special needs friend. I'm so done with this crap. The people in the post, me, 16-year-old female, my friend Natalia, 15-year-old female, entitled dad, 30-year-old male, and entitled kid, 10-year-old male. Natalia's dad kind of got involved. He doesn't like to start arguments. He told entitled dad to leave Natalia alone as he took her to play some games while we waited, and he consoled her while she was crying. So I have special needs. I have a myriad of disabilities and a few other disorders like anxiety and OCD, as well as other behavior issues. I'm an absolute mess and definitely a troublemaker when off my meds. Natalia has a lot of problems. I know that she was a micro-preemie. I think her mom said 21 weeks, and that she weighed about as much as a soda can. She's blind in one eye and has about 2200 vision to 2300 vision in the other, but she wears a contact that only corrects it to 2080, but still better than 2300. She has an intellectual disability and a seizure disorder. She was also very sickly in her first few years. As a result, she spent 7 months in the NICU and had lots of surgeries. She had it where basically some of her organs literally had to be put back inside of her. She's also very small for her age. She's 4'6" and about 75 pounds. It was after school. Natalia's dad let me come over to their house. We hung out for a bit and then decided to go out. We went out to play some video games at the arcade and also play some laser tag. We were in the laser tag line and Natalia was asking what time we get to play. In about an hour, the guy at the front checking us in said. Natalia said, "Yay," in a very childish voice because that's her reaction when something good happens. Entitled dad starts to come in here. He asked me what I was doing with the little girl and her dad, since I looked much older than Natalia, even though I'm literally only 11 months older than her. Natalia said, "She's my best friend," while pointing to me and hugging. She likes to be close and hugs people she feels safe around. Entitled dad started to question me for being friends with what looks like to be an 8 or 9-year-old little girl when I'm clearly a teenager. I told him that Natalia is 15, she just looks very young. "She's not 15, my boy's 10. He's already 5 feet. Heck, I think he's taller than you." "No, he's not, I'm 5'2". "He's not taller than me." "I'm a teenager, I can do that myself," Natalia said. The guy says, "Yeah, you say that. You got one eye looking out to the side while the other one's looking right ahead. Besides, look at your left eye, it's cloudy. No way you got a shot at this. Why else do you need to hold daddy's hand while you walk in here?" "Because she's legally blind. She needs someone to guide her most of the time. She can play laser tag, by the way," I said to entitled dad. Entitled kid says, "Wait, we're gonna be playing laser tag with her? No offense, but she can't see or speak right. I'm worried she'll get lost and can't find herself." Entitled dad doesn't do anything to stop his son from making fun of Natalia. Entitled dad also demanded he be let in while the other people are playing, just so he doesn't have to play with Natalia. Entitled dad proceeded to make fun of the way that Natalia speaks and how she has to hold her dad's hand sometimes. Natalia started crying because she was being made fun of. Sadly, this happens a lot at school. They are never nice to her. They call her creepy just because she hugs people she feels safe around. I'm literally her only friend. Natalia was bullied so badly before that they had to put her in 4 different elementary schools. Even the administrators at my school give Natalia dirty looks in the hallway and laugh when she hugs someone. Even tells her, "No PDA in this school," when she hugs me. I'm fuming right now. I just wish that entitled dad didn't get into our business so we could enjoy our time together. I just would have liked to have seen Natalia's dad step in a little bit and do something, even if it was just leaving the line and going and finding some worker who can maybe understand why all of this is incredibly wrong and put a stop to it. Would you guys go as far as saying Natalia's dad was a letdown in this situation because of how little interference they had in this exchange with this entitled dad? Also, hi. I'm Steven, and if you can't get enough of hearing about these entitled parents, why not hit those like and subscribe buttons down below so you never miss any of my daily videos? That said, our next story is, my dad makes me feel subhuman. I've been caretaking for my dad for a few months now as he's had some health issues, was in the hospital a few times, and is elderly. My mom passed away 2 years ago unexpectedly. She was young and healthy and extremely close to me, which has been very hard since her passing. My dad is older, has some mobility issues and walks with a cane, and also has narcissism issues. Over time, it's been difficult, as in some ways I have a good relationship with him, but then in many ways he treats me really poorly and talks down to me. At the beginning of me helping him, we were getting along and essentially decided that I would temporarily live with him to help. He told me that he'll pay me some money to do so, and that I can use his car and get groceries. However, in the last couple of weeks, there's been multiple issues and I feel so drained and worn out. When he gets in a certain mood, he takes it out on me. I'm 31, an adult. I've decided to do this for a short time, though my patience is being worn thin. Earlier tonight, I asked him if he wants to look at movies together to watch tonight. Usually on the weekends, we'll watch a movie after dinner before he goes to bed. However, most nights, it's been him choosing one and it's already been one I've seen. Because of this, I asked him if he wants to look together and browse the movies, and that there's likely many that we both haven't seen and would like. He told me that he's in charge and that I shouldn't act like I'm equal with him. He gets to pick the movie because it's his house and I can watch it if I want or not watch it. He has a total controlling attitude about everything, and I'm tired of it. Picking a movie with somebody should be normal. Who cares whose house it technically is? I'm a person in the house and it's a normal activity to pick one together. He's also extremely controlling about money. Tonight we were going to get takeout for dinner, and at first, he told me he wanted to share one dish. Though we don't like many of the same dishes, he named the ones he would get. I told him that I'm not really interested in those dishes. He then told me I can get my own, but to keep it under $15. He's very well off. He's just being miserly and stingy. I told him to just order his own thing and I'm going to do my own thing for dinner. I didn't even want to get dinner at that point because of the feeling of being controlled about it. I'm so tired of feeling this way, and I know the best solution is to just leave the situation and not help him anymore. That's likely what I'm going to be doing very soon because I don't think I can put up with this much longer. He loves to control the situation and make me feel like I'm not even a person here helping him. He has no appreciation for what I've done the last few months and have given up. Sadly, I don't think there's going to necessarily be a lot of change considering the age and how much this has been going on. I don't know if OP feels confident enough to put their foot down, but maybe they should just try to remove themselves from that situation. You know, it doesn't seem like that kind of behavior is doing much for OP mentally, so maybe it would be best for them to distance themselves from that behavior and focus on what they like, what they want to do. Our next story is, kid makes their mom try to steal my Nintendo since I didn't do their homework. I was in 6th grade when I had the sleepover. There was me and entitled kid, which was a 2nd grader. Now that I think about it, it wasn't much of a sleepover, more of a babysit. Anyways, nobody else was at the house. This was over at my house where I had my Nintendo. We had been playing Super Smash Bros. And some other games on my Nintendo just for fun, eating chips and all that. Entitled kid had brought a backpack, in which his mom had told me had toys and snacks. Until this point, he hasn't opened his backpack. I'm taking a break from Nintendo when entitled kid starts getting something out of his backpack. It's homework. The entitled kid said, "Hey OP." I said, "Yeah?" They say, "Can you please do my homework? It's super hard." I say, sorry, but I can't do that. I have homework too. Plus, you should probably do your own homework." They said, "Please, I'll give you..." Silence. I said, "Yeah?" Silence. "Just do my homework." I said, "Sorry, can't." They said, "Where's your homework? I can do it for you." I thought he wanted to swap homework. I said, "It's in that backpack." I point to my backpack. They say, "If I do your homework, will you do mine?" I said, "Nah, I don't think you can do my homework. It might be too hard." Entitled kid with a frustrated face walks over to my backpack. My backpack is basically empty, so it wasn't hard for him to find my homework. They said, "Is this your homework?" I said, "Yeah, but I'm not gonna do your homework even if we switch. Just play Nintendo, don't worry about it." Entitled kid rips the homework into 2 pieces, then 4 pieces, then continues. I said, "Dude!" Furious, I snatched the bits of paper from his hand that are now basically in eighths. "Why did you do that?" Entitled kid said, "Because you didn't want to do my homework," and has the audacity to push me for some reason. I said, "Okay, dude, I'm calling your mom." And they said, "And what are you gonna do about it?" I said, "Tell your mom, of course." Entitled kid tries to jump and grab the phone from my hands, but I keep my elbows up. The mom, unfortunately, is entitled, of course. This is basically the call. I said, "Hi, is this entitled kid's mom?" She says, "Yeah." I said, "Hi, your son ripped my homework into pieces because I wouldn't do his homework." She said, "Excuse me?" I repeat the sentence. She says, "Pardon me, my son wouldn't do such a thing." I said, "Well, I guess he did." She says, "I don't like liars." I say, "Yeah, me neither." How was I tough enough to say that? Jesus. She says, "Do you want me to go over there and tell your mother?" I said, "I don't want to annoy my mom, but..." She says, "See? Excuses." I say, "Bring her over here and bring yourself if you want to, I'll prove it." She says, "I'll have you in deep, deep trouble. Let me hear my son." I put the phone on speaker. Entitled kid reacts with the most annoying thing ever, fake crying. The entitled kid sniffles, "Mom, he ripped my homework." I'm in awe at this point. She said, "Oh, he did? He'll be in deep trouble. I'm sorry for letting you be babysitted in such terrible hands. I'll do better next time, okay, baby?" Me mumbling, "This is going on Reddit once I get an account." The entitled kid sniffles, "Thank you, mommy." I hang up. Entitled kid looks at me with the most blood-boiling grin I've seen in my life. A few minutes later, my mom and entitled mother arrives. My mom arrives in the family car. Entitled mother arrives in a surprisingly stereotypical, expensive car compared to our family car. They both come in, all eyes on me. Both entitled mother and mom both said, "What did you do?" I said, "Okay, mom, please listen. This kid told me he had to do his homework." Entitled mother says, "No, he's lying." Mom says, "Hey, don't interrupt my son when he's talking to me." I love my mom so much. I said, "All right, entitled kid asked me to do his homework, then he demanded me, then he took my homework and ripped it into pieces." The entitled mother says, "Oh, bull." Entitled kid, tell him what happened. Entitled kid said, "This meanie ripped my homework and didn't let me play the Nintendo and didn't share snacks." I said, "Sorry, what?" My mom's ability to tell lies is like a freaking superpower. Mom said, "I'm not buying it." I said, "Thank you." The entitled mother says, "No, both of you are lying." I said, "Here, I can prove it." I started grabbing the pieces from the paper. Entitled kid immediately starts picking them up for himself when he sees me doing that, so I don't have evidence. I grabbed the pieces I needed though. I said, "Look." I show both moms the piece of paper that says my name written on the top left. She said, "You wrote that on his paper?" I said, "No." "Look." Then I show some of the math problems that are definitely not second grade. She said, "Yeah, it's my son's homework. That's how smart he is. He's probably smarter than you." Mom said, "Out of our house." My mom is furious. Out of our house. My mom starts walking closer to entitled mother, making entitled mother go backwards closer to the front door. At the same time, her hand is behind entitled kid's back, pushing him towards his mom. Not harshly, of course. The entitled mother says, "Entitled kid, they owe us an apology. Get their Nintendo." Entitled kid turns a full 180 over to our Nintendo and grabs it really fast. It gets disconnected from all of the cords, almost making the TV fall. My mom is on maximum anger right now at this point. It's wild. My mom picks up entitled kid, takes the Nintendo from his hands, and puts him down to the ground and moves him to his mom, who's now out the front door. My mom shuts the door. They knock for like 5 minutes yelling, "Give me your Nintendo! Give me our son's backpack back!" My mom opens the window to throw the backpack out of it. She kept entitled kid's homework inside, which was already laying out. I said, "May I do the honors?" With the window closed, me and the entitled mother facing each other through the window, I take entitled kid's homework and rip it in half. I felt on top of the world. Honestly, I'm impressed that after all that you went and still ripped the homework up. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, if I was in OP situation, I would absolutely want to do the same thing too. I mean, to me, the kid definitely deserves it. But at the same time, after all of that, after knowing that you both are correct between you and your mom and kicking them out of there, it's almost like stooping to their level. Our next story is, I can't deal with my parents' expectations anymore, and I feel terrible. I feel distressed actually. So many contradictory emotions. I love my parents deeply and they did so much good to me. Happy memories, mainly from childhood, but not only, pass by my mind and then I see what's happening right now and it tears me up. I love them so much, but I know their behavior is hurting me. I'm 21-year-old female, and my parents became obsessed with me being single and weird. I've dated when I was 19. Of course, they didn't like it because I was too young. I tried to date after that, but I haven't met anyone suitable for me. Since maybe 7 months, they became obsessed as freak with the idea of me getting a boyfriend, and the fact that I'm not getting any for now. Dating is a nightmare for me. Once I meet a guy, they start controlling me, interfere too much, and there's a whole drama around that if I decide the guy isn't right for me. I already decide to hide every next guy I'll be meeting, their freaking choice. However, nowadays they got obsessed with me being weird, and weird there means I dress up in a weird way. I like accessories such as chains. I've always liked them, and I wear some fancy makeups as it makes me happy and feel more confident about myself. I think it's appropriate for my age, as I'm still young, and even if I'm not anymore, if there isn't any serious problem with that, who cares? It drives me crazy as the concept has been there since years. They love bothering me from time to time with crap like, why do you want to be unique too much? I don't get it because I don't. I just like that kind of style, and I don't understand why shouldn't I, as an adult, wear those stuff just because my parents dislike it. Of course, it has a lot to do with the boyfriend obsession, that no one will want me and no one wants me. They don't get the idea of me not sharing most of stuff with them. If I don't tell them about something or someone, it or them doesn't exist. Their obsession makes me feel terrible. It's that bad that they keep comparing me to random people. I hear I see couples everywhere on the street BS every day, and it drives me crazy. And isn't it a little bit creepy 50-year-olds keep observing random young couples when shopping? They even can tell me I don't act normal because I carry a cup of coffee in my hand along with my phone, or I don't wear skinny jeans. It's absurd, I know. And that's why I'm kind of terrified and saddened why they're that obsessed with proving me, or rather themselves, that I'm bad and weird. About guys, maybe I'm exaggerating, but I don't think I have major problems with guys because of how I look. The situationships I've been in didn't work because guys had major red flags that bothered me. Of course, sometimes I was refused by guys from Tinder, and I'm okay with that, it's natural. However, my parents don't believe me and still keep bugging me with their BS, telling me it's all for your good. No, it's for your freaking idea about my life you've created 21 years ago, and now you're just frustrated an alive, autonomous human being doesn't follow it because we don't see any boyfriend. I'm so tired because I keep getting these quarrels every day. I'm a sensitive and nostalgic person, as I mentioned. It hurts me as heck because I know my parents are good in general. I'm thankful for many things they give me, and I love them. However, now they're hurting me to that point I recognize physical issues caused by stress. I won't yield because it's my freaking life, and I'm tired of those compromises about my private life that will mostly affect me in the long run. I have no possibility of moving out, getting a job, or therapy for now, as I'm a student of 2 majors. I've tried talking calmly, screaming, arguing, crying, begging, nothing works. I feel terrible when I leave the topic alone without talking it through, but it only makes things worse. I hear that I can't just leave it and I want them to do things the way I want. The irony. I feel I need to learn how to ignore them, to stop talking back when they start that topic and not feel guilty about that. Any tips? Some people might say that stonewalling here is a good way to go about it, but I don't know if stonewalling is the healthiest way to deal with it. I mean, obviously you don't want to tolerate any of that behavior to begin with, but how do you really deal with it besides just kind of pulling yourself away from them more when they're too stubborn to ever change? Our next story is, Entitled Mother's daughter has Down syndrome. What do you mean she ruined my 20th birthday? It's my 20-year-old male birthday as of yesterday. So on that day, I took the public transportation to my hometown, about 15 kilometers away from the city my college campus is on. I was gonna hang out with some buddies. There's an elderly lady, 70s to 80s-year-old female, entitled mother, sitting by me. Her daughter, 40s-year-old female, I'll call creepy woman. She has Down syndrome. I know what you're probably thinking. What the heck are you thinking calling her creepy? Wait for it. Entitled mother says, "Hey, can you scoot over so I can sit here?" I say, sure, why not? She says, oh, my daughter needs a seat by the window. Me, a bit hesitant, said, okay, I'll let her have it. She says, thank you so much. At this point, I start falling asleep and yawning. The creepy woman steps out of her seat and gets up in my face while my eyes are half closed and says, you tired? I said, yes, I am. I'm trying to sleep here, sorry. Would you mind going back in your seat? She says, okay. She gets back up again and says, you tired? I said, yes, I am. I thought I said that. Please, can I sleep? The creepy woman to entitled mother said, Mom, that guy over there, the little guy, I'm 4'11", creepy woman's a little taller than me, around 5'3", is being mean to me. The entitled mother says, just ignore him, he's not a nice person. She says, but he's mean. The creepy woman proceeds to start crying. I said, sorry I snapped at you, but I don't like people getting in my personal space. I'm not a very social kind of guy. Sorry I made you sad. She said, it's okay. I was sad when you were mean to me because I thought you were nice. Look at you, so handsome. I said, thank you. Well, looks can be deceiving. Some people are not who they seem to be. I'm a nice guy, but I'm just an introvert. I put my AirPods in so I can listen to my sleepy time lo-fi music, and she yanks one out. I finally fall asleep as entitled mother keeps creepy woman calm for a bit. Creepy woman gets back up to confess her love to me. She starts sitting by me. She planted a gross, wet kiss on my lips. That woke me up and made me gag. I tried to fall back asleep and I felt something down there. Sure enough, creepy woman had her hand on my you-know-what area, and she was rubbing it. I yanked her hand away. I felt so vulnerable and so violated. I just wanted to sleep and enjoy the rest of my 20th birthday. I said, hey, what the heck are you doing? I'm telling the bus driver. The entitled mother says, whoa, why are you threatening my daughter? She didn't do anything, she just wanted a friend. Sheesh, you don't have to be so rude. I said, I don't appreciate being touched in my sleep, especially on my birthday. Down syndrome or not, it's not okay. The way you make friends is by starting a conversation and getting to know one another, not getting touchy like that. The entitled mother says, well, if she really did that, just fight back. You're a man, do what you gotta do. But I know for a fact that she didn't do that. You need to learn how to treat others kindly, especially those with disabilities. Guys, remember, creepy woman looks to be in her 40s, about 45. I'm 20. I ended up telling the bus driver. According to him, entitled mother and creepy woman are regular passengers. And this is the first time creepy woman has done something like this that he knows of. I'm freaking disgusted and pissed off. It should have been a good day. Well, this just goes to show 100% this entitled mother has raised her daughter to just try to excuse their actions to other people. There's been no responsibility instilled into this person. Disability or not, they should never be acting like this in the first place. Our next story is, update, I believe my parents resent me for starting my own family. TLDR, my parents used my older sister and I to raise their 7 younger kids, then resented me for getting married and starting my own family. This past year, I've had health issues and my parents refused to help. They treat me more like one of their siblings instead of their child. Thanks to everyone who's engaged with my last post, it's been therapeutic. Update, I spoke with my wife Anne about it last night. I said something along the lines of, I've realized that my parents resent me for starting my own family and not helping them as much, and that's why they treat me so differently. And I think you've been trying to gently tell me this for years, but I was too dense to get it. We were sitting in the bed at the time and she leaned over and patted me on the head and said, "You are so pretty." I laughed for like 10 minutes. It was a great emotional release. A lot of you said she sounds wonderful, and she really is. I just can't express how much I love her. About Jane, my older sister. Jane did get married and start a family about 2 years after I did. Jane and I had a falling out and didn't speak for several years, but we're okay now, just not very close. Our falling out was more about religion than anything. She's very religious like my parents, while I'm not. I am religious and we attend church, but it's not our whole life like it is for my parents and Jane. Younger siblings, the youngest is 22, so they're all adults now. The second to youngest passed away several years ago, so there's 8 of us now. I'm very close with all of my younger siblings. They still come hang out at my house all the time, and they're all great aunts and uncles to my kids. All of them, including Jane, are upset with how my parents treated me this past year. Help with my kids. While I'm disappointed in my parents for not helping, I don't need their help. Anne and I have close friends, plus we both have siblings that help. Anne's parents live far away, but they help when they can. We really are okay and feel very blessed and loved with all the help we've received. Therapy. Part of my kidney treatment plan includes access to a therapist, and I love her. She's been great in helping me learn to live with an illness. I'm not sure if she's the right person to speak with about my parents, but I will ask her and see if she can refer someone if not. I will wait until after my surgery to bring this up, as I just need to focus on that right now. Setting boundaries. When I say my parents won't help, it's not that they say they won't help, it's that they offer to help and then either bail at the last minute, or they change the plan so much that it causes Anne and I a lot of stress. A few months ago, Anne was sick, and my mother offered to pick our kids up from school. It's a long story, but she kept changing things and making it very complicated, and my youngest ended up being left alone for a little while, and he got scared. After that, I had a harsh talk with my parents, and told them how disappointed I was in them, and how I needed to focus on my health and they were making things worse. I told them they are not allowed to take my kids anywhere, and they're not allowed to just drop by at my house, and in fact they were not even allowed to offer to help, because my mom doesn't take no for an answer and will nag until she wears me down. My parents were mad about this, but all 7 of my siblings took my side and rallied about me, so my parents have respected that so far. Going no contact. A lot of people recommended going no contact. I don't want that. I still love my parents, even though they haven't been great parents. My kids love them too, and I don't want to take that away. They are good grandparents when they show up. I don't think my parents are awful people. I think they had this vision of how they wanted to have this big family and this big ministry, and I think they just didn't realize the responsibilities they put on Jane and I. I have spoken to them in the past and expressed how it was messed up that they put so much on us as kids, and they have apologized. Putting my parents on blast at their church? Several people recommended going to their church and telling people how they've treated me. You don't understand this church. They would praise my parents for putting God and the ministry above everything else. These super religious people are crazy. I guess that's it for now. My surgery's in less than 2 weeks, so I'm going to focus on that. I'm going to put this thing with my parents on the back burner, and later I'll decide what, if anything, I'm going to do. Thanks again to everyone for your comments. It's really helped me work through some feelings. It's just great to hear that OP has a solid support system beyond their parents here. I mean, it sounds like they've got a lot. Their partner, who they say is great, 7 siblings that are all willing to back them up in the face of these controlling, or I guess just continuously disappointing parents. Although there's definitely some things to be frustrated by, the other positives in OP's life I think sound like they make up more than for it. Our next story is, I feel like we need to call CPS on this entitled mother. This was just recounted to me, so I don't have much information. So my bonus dad works with an exterminator company. He went to a house today and was told to put plastic booties on at the door. He did so without much of a care, but asked why. The entitled mother told him that it was because her son licked the floor. Granted, her son was 2, but she shouldn't just be letting him lick the floor. You may be thinking, at least she's taking precautions to keep him from getting sick. But you have to remember that my bonus dad is an exterminator. He was there to spray bug killer inside. He was there being paid by her to spray poison on the same floor she lets her son lick. When he brought this up to her, her exact words were, "You'll be fine." He tried to cancel the call, but she wouldn't let him, and he couldn't without confirmation from his boss. This woman should not have kids. I'm sorry, but this is one of those situations where job responsibilities be darned. I'm not spraying this with this on my conscience. I'll be darned the day I knowingly spray bug poison on this floor, knowing that there's a great chance that this kid has a tendency to lick it up. But with that being said, that's all the time we have for today. Now, if you want to hear another crazy entitled parent story, check out that video on the left. Or if you missed my latest video, check out that video on the right. That said, I'll see you all next time with some more stories.